What's good, everyone? For today, we've got the UFC 311 post-fight reactions. Let's start with the start of the card. We've got Tagiro Lembekov vs Clayton Carpenter. Went about how I thought it would go. Tagiro Lembekov wrestling him and beat him quite easily, and yeah. So that went as thought. Let's just move on, cause not much to say. Here, good scrap between the two. Bernardo Sapai won quite easily though, and yeah, here, very surprising. I got surprised a lot in this fight. Definitely thought Rinya Nakamura was gonna dominate Muin Gafurov, and Muin Gafurov went out there and fucking shit on Rinya Nakamura. Rinya Nakamura got absolutely fraud checked. I'm very disappointed in my pick and in him, because I thought he was I thought he was a good prospect, but appears he's got zero stand up and he's got a really shitty chin. Um, though for Muin Gafurov, very good, very impressive. You know, that overhand right was a very good weapon, very lethal. Dropped Rinya, I believe, 3 times, and yeah, got the easy win. Alan Perez, Cara Rosa. This was my piss break. I didn't watch this fight. All I have to say is cake. Okay, the prelims. My prediction here was wrong. I'm disappointed. I thought Diego Ferreira was going to be able to stuff these takedowns from Grant Dawson, and yeah, Grant Dawson did a great job. He was able to take Diego Ferreira down quite easily, and just wrestle him on the ground and beat him. And on the feet it was very close, but that didn't matter because of what Grant Dawson was able to do on the ground. I believe Grant Dawson gets a ranked fighter now if he does fight Beneil Dariush like he called for. That fight will be close. I don't know who will win that fight, but Grant Dawson's wrestling so far has looked very good, very dominant, so he really does have potential. Only thing that's questionable is his chin. Getting KO'd by Bobby Green in 30 seconds is not very good, but apart from his chin and his questionable stand-up, his wrestling is amazing. So let's move on. The GOAT himself, Bogdan Gushkov, got wrestled, lost the first round, came back in the second round and fucking killed Bobby Elacano. And I'm just very happy about Bogdan's performance. Did great. I believe he deserves a top 10 guy, whether he gets rebooked against Johnny Walker or not. I'll make a video of fights to do next as well tomorrow, but I believe he should fight someone like a Rakic or like the loser of Jan Blachowicz, Olberg, something like that. But let's move on. Not much to say here. I thought Zachary Reese was gonna win. Azamat Bekayev won. I don't know who this guy is, but he won, KO'd him, and yeah. Very, very disappointing. I thought Peyton Tal was going to dominate Raoni Barcelos. He didn't look bad on the feet. He looked okay on the feet. Not as good as he's looked before. His takedown defense was terrible. Really not good. He got control on the ground easily. And also, just, to be honest, him cutting his afro, just, he kind of felt lost there. It's the afro. It's gone. He felt lost in there. He didn't know what to do. On the feet, he wasn't that aggressive. And the takedown defense was just terrible. He didn't change his game plan after the first round like I thought he would. He wasn't more cautious. He just got kept taken down by Arnie Barcelos, and I really don't know what's next for Peyton Talbot. You know, maybe this is just a loss that teaches him something, and he can move on. But his striking is good, but he just needs to get that takedown defense a lot better. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to be in the rankings because people are just going to take him down and sub him or wrestle him. Let's move on to the main card. Kevin Holland's RDR, I was wrong in this as well. I thought Kevin Holland would be able to stop takedowns. I thought Kevin Holland was able to beat him on the feet, but not. RDR takes him down straight away and just subbed him really easily. What's next for RDR? Even though I don't think he's very good, I believe he deserves a shot at the rankings. Give him Michel Pereira. Michel Pereira's coming off a bad loss to Anthony Hernandez. And, you know, this is a test because Even though Michel Pereira's gas tank isn't good, that first round onslaught of him, he may be able to KO or sub RDR. And what's next for Kevin Holland? To be honest, I've got zero idea. This was really embarrassing. Within the first 10 seconds of the fight, RDR gets taken. I mean, Kevin Holland gets taken down by RDR and subbed in 3 minutes, which I just don't think is very good. I'm very disappointed in Kevin Holland's performance. Let's move on. Jelton Almeida vs Sergey Spivak. It was close at the start, and then Jelton Almeida just slipped away with it. Started dominating Spivak, did what we all thought he would, which is KO him in the first round. Well, I thought he'd sub him in the second, but he KO'd him in the first, beat him easily. And yeah, what's next for Jelton Almeida? I believe he should go and fight Cyril Gane. I think that's what should happen, him versus Cyril Gane, and I think Volkov gets a title shot, or Volkov fights the winner of them. But let's move on to the featured fight. Beautiful, absolutely amazing. What a war. Yuri had me screaming by the end of the fight of happiness. Jamal Hill, fuck you, you stupid bum. What's your excuse now? Oh, I got caught. Da 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 da. No one cares. Yuri looked amazing. He may have lost that second round. Second round was quite close. I want to see the scorecards. First round dominant, knocked Jamal Hill down. Third round, absolutely dominant, knocked him down. It says 2 knockdowns here, but he dropped him twice. And he just dominated him. He looked really sharp. His head movement looked amazing. And what's next for Yuri? I believe Yuri should... I don't know what's next for Yuri, because I said he should move down, which I still believe he should, but if Pereira wins, then Yuri should fight Ankalaev. If Ankalaev wins, then there's just going to be a rematch between Alex Pereira. And if Ankalaev wins a rematch against Pereira, I think Yuri should fight Ankalaev. So I think the next person for Yuri is Ankalaev. But for Jamal Hill, I don't know. But let's move on. Merab vs Umar. This fight, I was wanting Umar to win. I thought Umar would win. And he didn't. First 2 rounds, Umar looked really sharp, really impressive. By the way, great fight. Amazing fight. Umar looked so good in the first 2 rounds. And then Merab's cardio is just too overpowered. He just started shooting takedowns every 30 seconds. Was able to take down Umar. Was able to live with Umar on the feet. Umar started gassing in the 4th round. He got really tired. And yeah, Merab is just dominant. He's amazing. There's not much to say. I don't think anyone's going to beat him, apart from someone catching him. You know, maybe Umar gets back up and fights him and beats him, but Umar really needs to fix that, what happened with his cardio and him getting gassed out, if he wants to beat Merab. Though I think he does have the skill to beat him. Let's move on to the main event. I know this is a quick recap, but what can I say? What can I say again? Islam Makhachev is just amazing. While Moicano isn't that tough of an opponent, Islam just ran straight through him. Stays on the feet for like 2 minutes, takes him down with absolute ease, and then does exactly what it does to Poirier. As they're getting up, he gets that guillotine, gets him down, transitions the guillotine, changes it into a das, and just dashes him. And then he starts tapping immediately. So Islam, he's a pound for pound number 1. What's next? Dana said Armin has to work his way up to the title. So I believe Islam is going to be waiting for Bilal and Shavkat. And if Shavkat wins, Islam's moving up. If Shavkat doesn't win, I believe Armin and Oliveira will be fighting in the meantime. And the winner of that will get in a 5-rounder. And I believe the winner of that will get Islam, which I believe he beats either one of those. And Islam, he just looked amazing here. Absolutely dominant. That Das choke was beautiful, and yeah. So I've got next fights to make video, which I'll make tomorrow. And everyone have a great day, and peace.